Welcome to my complete playthrough of the Ravenloft series. We are using the do-CD version for this one. I will begin with Strahd possession, then I will import the characters for Stone Prophet. I recorded this video right before the release of Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft, which is the adaptation of the campaign setting Ravenloft for the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons. This game is actually based on a classic module from 1983 called simply Ravenloft, and that is the adventure that got remade into Curse of Strahd in 2016. This game is, however, of course, based on the 2nd edition Advanced Dungeons & Dragons rule set. This is not a let's play or speedrun. It's a prepared playthrough of the entire game, as complete as I can make it, and in the shortest time span as can. I'm not skipping any content, I'm not doing any backtracking or unnecessary hoarding. And I have done my best to optimize my combat strategy, and I try to use as many items as I can to make myself as efficient as I can. I try to recruit as many non-player characters as possible for a brief amount of time, except there is one cleric I don't think I need and a thief that I just don't want. I am also collecting every spell possible for my spellbook in the first and second game. This will actually break the second game because the spell list gets so long that you can't even memorize the last one, but I'm not needing it anyway. Text, I like letters and parchments. I'll show you briefly on screen. About 3 to 5 seconds, just enough time for you to pause and read. There is a bug that causes dialogue to break. For that reason I have been forced to replay a lot, and I have been forced to do some video editing to make sure that everything is into this video. Before I recorded my playthrough of the Ravenloft series, I actually bought a new microphone, so I hope my voice quality is a bit better. But I lost my entire voice recording for the third map, the one called Caverns West of Barovia. So what you will hear in that video is a re-recording of my voice. Before we get into it, let me give you a short review what I think about these games. Strahd Possession is a freak of its time. The 2D artwork is great. I think the story is well written. It's better than I Beholder 3 in that regard, but the writing can be a bit exaggerated and forced in its writing. It's obvious though that it's tried to be Doom. It's filled with 3D caverns that are both repetitive and frustrating to navigate, because all the walls look the same. It's not bad as Men's Branson though. They also implemented fast hitting leveling monsters, which is a really bad idea in this time of gameplay. This is unfortunate, considering the sequel to this game is among the best games of the mid-90s. Of course, we need to take into account that the computer role-playing games was considered a dying genre around that time, until Baldur's Gate appeared in 1998. Okay, with that said, I will show you the introduction, and then we go into the character creation before we get on to the game.
Having recently returned from patrol, the comrades of Lord Belt walk the corridors of High Hall, approaching the quarters of Elturel's sovereign lord. Word of the unforgivable is in the land. Forces without virtue, it is whispered. Forces both powerful and corrupt plot against good Lord Belt. In a rush of explosive magic, the door to Belt's hall is torn asunder. It is too late. With each stride toward the door comes the icy realization of failure. Amid the debris lie Delt and the mage Baranta Chancellor, still alive, yet both mauled by the ferocity of the attack.
Thank the gods you're here with us. By Helm, if only a moment sooner. The assassin who sought our lives has failed, but in his hand lies the holy symbol of Helm, the amulet torn from me as we fought. The cutthroat moves quickly toward the forest beyond the castle. Stop him and retrieve the amulet. Go now!
A vow to Helm is sworn in Delt's presence, and the quest begins. Never shall the Lord of Elturel see his comrades again, until the amulet is safely in their hands. At the gate, an order to raise the portcullis is given. It ascends all too slowly for those whose blood seethes with anger over the assault on Lord Delt. Hours later and far beyond the hearths and homes of Elturel, the assassin's trail leads into an autumn wood. The apparent peace and beauty of the setting belies its danger.
Character here. I'm going to go with Elven Fighter. Why Elven Fighter? Elven Fighter get a bonus to Swords from Elven. Fighter level up faster than, like, say, Paladin. Elf get fewer hit points than a human, but that isn't an issue, really. If you use a human paladin, you get some advantages like saving throws and a heal. I don't think those are worth it. I'd rather have a bonus to swords and caster level. We're going with Chaotic. Here's my character. Since I am mostly doing this to show you game, I will go with max out stats. The game is challenging enough, believe me. So, let's go. My other character, we're going with half elf, with mage. New pretty good. Why? Well, you won't get any mages in the second game, so I need a mage from this one. In this one I'm going to need negative flame protection as many as you can, and a benefit from having a mage that also throw burning hands. So this is going to be more of a spellcaster for the game. Okay, let's begin. I'm going to re-equip my character. As you can see, even if my cleric here is cleric, I can't use maces for some reason. So I'm going to put that down, and we are going to use quarterstaff. And my fighter here will use dual wielding. This is the assassin that we saw in the intro. I'm going to keep text on screen for enough time for you to pause and read if you like. this I'm going to read for you. No, I'm not going to read it, but I'm going to show you. Yes. So you can roll back the video and pause that if you'd like to read it fully. Okay, that's our equipment gone. Or the new things we picked up, I guess. I'm going to discard things that I don't really need here. And we are going to run into... And we are going to run into this little hut here. We find a skeleton. Go. Okay, I'm going to unlock this one, which open up a passage down to a basement here. We'll find some more goodies. Healing potions, I'm going to need a few soon. I'm not going to need any bow quivers here. But I'm going to go in here and we find a really good dagger. This is a medic +2 dagger actually. So we don't need that one. I'm going to take this chainmail with me. Ray said we are not going to need. And before we head out, I'm going to make sure that I have some spells. Let's go with that. Okay. Time to head out now. We are going to load up prayer. And for now we are going to use Flame Blade, just in the beginning here. We're going to need to unequip the quarterstaff to use it though. These are works, they're quite easy, but they can drain your hit points if you are not checking it. And we are going to begin by heading south. And do some healing. So far we are doing quite good here. Go. So we have a character here. I'm going to speak with him.
Don't you recognize a proud merchant when you see one? Well, I'll admit to being an adventurer first and a merchant second. I was doing some trading when they caught me on the road, though I think the goblins ate my goods and may have been about to do the same to me. Well, don't stand there gawking, cut me loose! By the gods, I do thank you. But as I said, these beasts have all I had, including some of Barovia's finest brandy wine in their bellies. All I can offer is my help, at least until some profit comes my way. But till then, my hands and heart are yours. I'll join you, and know that I'll not let us fall prey to goblins. I've learned their tricks. By the looks of you, you're not from Barovia. No, not even Cartacus. No matter. For me, it seems strangers are a good omen.
Yep. So I'm going to find some items here. I'm not really going to use any throwing items here. And we can equip that one. The chest here I'm going to use for quest items. And we are going to swap them around. Falcon can use 2 and a sword. You actually offer a leather armor and shield here. But I can't use the shield together with his 2 and the sword. And the leather armor is worse than the chainmail, so I'm going to use that instead. And we are going to head on to pick up some more items here before we move to the next area. I think I'm going to use a few healing potions on Falcon, just to be safe. There's a pouch here that's going to give us a ring of protection. I'll put them in. Short sword I don't need. Okay, scroll case here. Detect magic. We can actually use that one. Curative wounds, no. Flame bed, no. Or we can actually use that one. So there's a mace here, a shield, don't need. Ointment is a cure poison, and that is actually going to be quite useful. At least briefly. Before we head on, I'm going to speak to this guy.
Lost? No, not I. He's lost. Gone forever now. I know that. In the forest beyond the woods, in the dark beyond the night, my son is lost to me. Forever. You and the other townfolk go home now. We've done all we can. Staying here will only bring them out. More vile appetites watching us from beyond those trees, somewhere in the dark. They must smell our blood by now. But from where? Ah, you come from the mist. I've heard of such things. If evil the like of that is upon us, I urge you, get away. The forest will not be safe. A road lies a way off, but if you make haste, you may reach it alive. From there you'll find your way to Barovia. All I know of it is this. I found no sign of my son there. He is lost, and my hopes to find him lies dead as the corpse in that place. I leave pieces of my hope behind with each cold step. The corpse of my hope lies unburied on the land. But you must go. You are not safe in these devil woods. All I know of it is this. Aye, the name is no mystery. Here you breathe it on the air. You feel it from every fire and hear it on the whispers of the night. Look to the peaks, the rocks, the streams. There is Strahd. 'Twas Lord Strahd freed the land from old Dorian, sometimes called Dorian the Pig-Hearted. But that was long, long ago. Take care, for Strahd brooks no insult and applies justice with an iron hand.
So, we're going to head on now. Head to the west, to the wall here. Where we find an exit out. Skeleton bats. We're going to face an ambush here.
I yield! Hear me, I yield! I'm done! At your mercy, as you plainly see. I implore you, leave what breath remains to me in my lungs. Leave to me my blood, so that it might hide deep in these cowardly veins of mine. I'll flee from here, I promise you that, never to return to undertake thievery again. Ah, gentle soul, we were wrong to harass travelers of such generous disposition. I'll trouble you no more, except to alert you of our camp, which lies further down the road. A marker alongside the path, a large stone with an arrow carved upon it will point the way. May my last words with you be to implore the gods to keep you safe.
Yeah, sure. We will find that marker soon. Let's drink some more potions. Stuff that you. Yep.
I trust you will return the favor. It is often said in this land that only a fool crosses a gypsy, and I am of full Vistani blood. As to the nearest town, that would be to the north, the village of Barovia. Ah, no. Barovia is a place for Georgios, for those not lucky enough to be born Vistani. The boundless world is a gypsy's home. Ah, but the land is not as boundless as it was once. And in places, in the outer regions of Barovia, you will come upon a fog. Beware. It is a vapor, a poisonous mist that rots the organs. Only a Vistani potion can get you through. I'm afraid you are misinformed. For one, Strahd is no king. Our lord, Count Strahd von Zarovich, makes few laws, and his voice is rarely heard. He rules from the shadows. Even so, he is the lord, the land, and the law, a friend to the Vistani and a just ruler. If you heard otherwise, your ears know the voice of an evil man. 15 coins and a potion is yours. Ah, but your eyes tell me you do not have such a sum. Worry not. I am soon to be in Barovia myself. You will find me at a tavern known as the Blood of the Vine. Later, you may have coin enough, and in good faith, I will reserve some of my potion for the honest fellow I meet upon the road.
Let's equip that back. There's marker, but I'm going to go back for that soon. I have another mission here first.
Looking for friends, if I may call you that. And if I may, then know that I am looking for friends with coin. Do you have any? Traveling abroad has left my purse as light as a feather, and I am in search of generosity, or if necessary, if truly desperately necessary, honest work. Of course, even an adventure would be preferable to that. Are you on one? There's a limit? Is there some level of wealth where we need no more? Well, to be honest, my first goal is to find a house that meets my needs, perhaps in the village of Barovia. After that, I don't know. I've never been very good with plans. A little of this and a little of that, whatever might add another feather to my hat, or a coin to my purse. Blade, book, and sleight of hand, these tools of mine are at your command. May we journey together with laughter in our voices, and the sound of jingling coin ever closer to our ears.
Yeah, Velike. So I'm going to use here for now. I'm not going to use here daggers though. Let's get rid of those. Proved identify. No need for that yet. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is to go back here first, and I'm going to make sure that Velika is fully memorized, everything she needs to have. I also leveled up with Viona before, so I'm going to pick up hair stuff too. Nothing new here. And then we're going to rest. That's better. So, and now we are going to push this one. These are darklings, I think, which means that they are poisonous. can actually deal with poison. Because we have one ointment with us. But it's better to not get poison at all, of course. Adamantine chainmail is just as good as a regular chainmail, but it weighs less. Chain cough, I'm going to equip on you. This one is medic, so I'm going to use that, and we're going to use the dagger on Velcam. And another chest here, which daggers we don't need. This one we don't need. That chest we dedicate to. Yes, put it there. We are also going to find a pouch here, sack. I mean. That have more stuff I don't need, but this one is nice. Fireball. Neutralize poison. I'm going to treat as the ointment and put aside. That's all I need to do here. We are going to use that sack for oils. Okay, so this is the town village of Barovia, and I'm going to pause here, and we're going to continue that in the next video. So bye for now.